although the law very clearly says that once the issue of rape is brought to the notice of the authorities, within 24 hours, the medical should be done. But in this case, I am told that the forensics was done. So I think the additional DG coming forward and saying that rape is ruled out because the forensic did not find any sperm or semen, presence of semen, I think that was uncalled for, because till the time the final investigation is over, police should not surmise. Here in UP, the government has ordered the narco test also of the police officers, which cannot be done because narco test has to be done only of the accused. So that means that the government feels that these cops are also part of the crime. Although the law very clearly says that once the issue of rape is brought to the notice of the authorities, within 24 hours, the medical should be done. But in this case, I am told that the forensics was done on 25th of, and that is why maybe when the forensic report now comes, it says that presence of semen is not found. And but again, an issue is very clear because there are Supreme Court guidelines in the case of state of UP versus Babulnath, that in case the private parts are not injured or there are no seminal stains found, that does not mean that rape has not taken place. Rape is ruled out because the forensic did not find any sperm or semen, presence of semen. I think that was uncalled for, because till the time the final investigation is over, police should not surmise. So I think this is where the first mistake happened, was that on the 14th, why was the case of sexual assault not mentioned? Because here we cannot blame the police till the 22nd, because unless and until the police is informed and enlightened consent is given, police does not go for a medical in a rape case. Allahabad High Court stepped in and it took a suo motu cognizance, where it said that right to life also includes right to decent burial. And there are a couple of cases, in fact, as late as 2010, there was this Praveen Gandhi case in Mumbai where the burial was taken up in the court, and the court clearly said that it is the right of the family in the manner in which they want to do. And I think that is why this PIL is coming up for hearing on 12th of October. Narco analysis. The Indian Evidence Act per se does not talk of a narco test, because I think these are things which have come later. But there have been a couple of Supreme Court orders which clearly say that narco evidence should be done of the accused. But what is important is that the consent is a must. If the consent is not there, then the legal validity of that narco test is questionable in the Supreme Court, and court has not upheld narco tests which have been done without the consent of the accused. Why I'm saying accused again and again? Because here in UP, the government has ordered the narco test also of the police officers, which cannot be done because narco test has to be done only of the accused. So that means that the government feels that these cops are also part of the crime, because maybe somewhere they tried to destroy evidence, maybe somewhere they tried to help the accused. And also, when on the 14th, the mother of the victim did not talk of sexual assault. So that is what is going to be investigated. But of course, as a criminal lawyer, as a lawyer who's handled such cases, I've seen that a lot of time people don't come forward and complain of rape because of the stigma attached with it, and also because they are scared. You cannot be compelled to be a witness against your own self. So there is where the narco analysis is questioned, that unless and until consent is there, nobody can force you to give to be a witness against your own self or give statement against your own self. They should record their statements in front of the magistrate, so that when the case comes for trial, they don't go hostile. It is necessary, because it is seen in a lot of cases. In fact, if you see in rape cases, conviction rate is just 27.2%. This is because the trial takes a lot of time, but of course, in this case, it's going to be in a fast track court. But still, you cannot rule out that the victim's family can be threatened, they can be compromised, whatever may be the way. So it is necessary that all their statements are taken under 164. So and the mother and the brother who went to the police station to lodge a complaint, they need to rerun the narrative and see to it that they don't miss out anything, because at the time of trial, when the accused lawyers will come, they will have a whole battery of lawyers. They are financially well off. They are, in fact, I'm told panchayat has taken place in the support of the accused, so they are also trying to build their own narrative. So it is necessary that every evidence is verified, cross verified, and a foolproof statement is submitted by the police in the magistrate court, so that the trial can start.